Hey, I'm back. Just thought I'd go through some charts here. We've got a little rebound going here in the overall markets, and a lot of stocks here is pretty good rebound today from what appears to be some just short-term oversold. And we saw that with Tesla too. I've been tracking Tesla for a while now. I've been doing technical analysis on it pretty regularly for a while, and this chart has just been an amazing way to look at Tesla. So I'm just looking at it with typical support resistance lines and channels. So as I said in the past in these videos, it tends to trade in these channels. They're really long, and then even the tight channels when it's inside the much bigger channel. So yeah, channel is what it does. So the main channel was off the top when it topped out in 21, and it was kind of a much wider one there. So there's more more ups and downs for more percentages. But this past year or so, it's been in a really good channel here that's respected levels really well, and you can see a lot of these breaks out of these channels were from off the delivery numbers. I believe that one there in early March was the delivery numbers took it down, started the next down leg, and then the delivery numbers there I believe too. Uh, and that was earnings actually was what a catalyst back here that took it down out of that channel. So it pretty much holds in channels until it doesn't, and usually there's news that brings it out of a channel. So when we look at the big picture here, we went down all the way to like 140. Looks like we even got down to 138 here on this last down leg. So as you can see, based on my channel support here, that came up to really close to my rough channel here. It's like an internal channel. So an internal trend line doesn't always catch the exact bottoms or tops. It's just more where price is respected and catches it the most. So to me, that was a catch there back in June. So it caught there. It did a little overshoot there, which is normal. You see, like there's always overshoots on around major levels, and then it caught it pretty perfectly there, and then it came up early here. It came up on rebound there, but you can see the channel was what you need to look at to see where it was going to go up again. Where it broke that down channel. So we had a tight channel there, and then let's zoom in and I'll just do some updates here on these channels. So it's gotten kind of messy here, like it was in these really clean channels, but from March till April there, it looks like it was more of a trading range. So let's adjust this here. So we had a trading range there and resistance there. So the resistance is right there and support is right there. I'm trying to make this big so you can see it here, but that's how I'm going to look at this last little price action move here, because it obviously wasn't in the same kind of channel it was in the past inside this one. So yeah, it's kind of that those down channels kind of broke down there a little bit. So I mean, you could say these are really tight. I mean, these could be really tight channels too, but it's just been a trading range, because price has been sideways. So the resistance was about 182, 183, and then we broke down there, and then it dojied, and I was so close to putting on some sort of like undersized speculative kind of calls on stock, because I thought it was just oversold anyway, and I hadn't looked at this chart in a little bit, but I mean it just got so low. I knew it was really close to my channel support. So yeah, it's not a coincidence that we're moving up here off of this down channel level to me. And this quick reversal here, it looks like I mean, there's probably a lot of shorts came in here on this breakdown, and then they tried to whipsaw them back with that. It almost whipsaw, well, it probably whipsaw a little bit when they did that announcement about the changing the incorporation to Texas. So, but this is definitely probably caught some shorts, and a lot of people were betting on earnings being the same kind of downtrend. But like I was saying, like there's so much negative news in a stock and it's down, down, down over and over, then the short-term sentiment can change on a dime. If there's one positive thing in a news release or an earnings call. So you could probably cherry pick little things out of the earnings call. I mean, he did some really good, you know, carrot dangling things. Like with the Optimist could be the biggest business segment, which was kind of huge pie in the sky kind of thing. But that's what he does, and it can push the stock up. So yeah, we're back in this channel again. So the shorts are wrecked here if you shorted it. So looks like they probably piled on there in the breakdown, but it's not a huge percentage of shorts in it. But still, it's a big it's definitely a pivot there. It's like a pivot point. So yeah, to me the only trade here is to long it, just based on the channels. So it's looking pretty bullish in the short term. It's definitely a high ranging day too. So yeah, that's a big ranging day. I'm just looking at the candle body. It's up after hours. So we'll see how much it holds. It might even go more. So that's Tesla. I just did a long thing on that because this technical analysis I've been doing on it's been pretty spot on. So I just thought I'd give a little update there. So yeah, it's looking more. There's more room to the upside here, just based on the channel. And I think it's going to take some kind of major catalyst to push it out of the down this huge down channel. I don't know what that. I mean, it may come, it may not, but I wouldn't bet against it in the long term because, like I saw, the energy segment for Tesla has been doing really well. The growth in their solar panels and energy products like this was really good, and that gross margin was really good this time. So the other thing I saw this blink, the BLNK. It's a EV charger. It just hit some support levels. Some to be the fourth time it's hit this support level. In the past, it's held, and I don't see a whole lot of sell volume on this move down. So it could catch support here because a lot of things are breaking up. There's the downtrend right there. So if it goes green tomorrow, I'd say there's a good chance that it has a little pop up for like a week or so. Yeah, I think he easily hits like 250 if it goes green tomorrow. Because it's on, like I'm saying, it's on a major support level that it's held 3 times already. So that's pretty much all I'll do for the EV stocks. And a lot of other stuff's bouncing too. I mean, the semis are up a lot today. So it's kind of like an oversold bounce type of day. And I've been looking at a lot of individual stocks, like as I've been putting out on Twitter, like, and they've been pretty good. A lot of these days where the market was red, there was a lot of strength in these really high relative strength stocks, like the GCTK. But it looks like that one's reversing here, but looks like the volume's not that bad. So we'll see what happens with that one. But that one's been going up when the market was down, and this RCAT was interesting too. It's a drone company, and it looks like they sell to military, so it's a military drone company. So the drones have been pretty big, it seems, in a lot of these theaters, like in Ukraine. So looked like a bunch of sell volume there, so I'm not really. Yeah, there's a lot of sell volume. Like we'll see what it's trying to rebound here, but may not make it through the highs, but still a good industry for what's going on now with with these wars and stuff. So, and I noticed that oil hit is on a trend support now. This is trend support for oil. It just hit right off it and bounced. I was watching that, so like I was saying, it looks like a bull flag. It's been looking like a bull flag, so I think that's the bottom there. So to me, it looks like, yeah, it broke through that flag there. It's the bull flag. So it looks really bullish for the next week or so, as long as it holds. It looks like it looks really good. Yeah, it could be a good trade there with oil. So let's look at the energy, because some of my energy stocks, because there might be some good trades there. Looks like they're all pretty different than, well, BTE is pretty similar. Yeah, maybe BTE might come out of that channel again. NGL's kind of slowed down a lot. Looks like the OBE really found some support there today. Looks like a flag. Yeah, I mean, there's so many trades that are sort of pretty good technical trades, but they're not the best. Like I was looking at, well, I put on the EEM because I still think if there's going to be more weakness in stocks, the best place to play it would be the emerging markets like in Asia, because Vietnam's had a sell-off, and Vietnam's GDP growth has been the best in Asia, if not some of the best in the world the past 5 years or so, maybe 10 years. It's been really good. So if Vietnam's stocks are going down, then it doesn't look good for the rest of Asia, to me, in my opinion. So I'm guessing this is going to be just a bear flag. So I wish I waited like another day to put on puts, because we got some green days here, but I got a pretty good entry, I think. So as long as it doesn't go above these levels again, about 41.20 or so, still a lot of weakness there. It's like I was saying, I don't see, even though we're bouncing today, like I think there's sort of limited upside technically in a lot of U.S. stock and sectors. The other one I just keep seeing hitting is CATX, and I put this one out as an idea months ago. I think it was like 50 cents or something then, and this one just keeps going too. I mean, it broke out again today. The CATX broke out, so that's just a really strong one. Just continues, and it trades well off technicals. It comes out bull flags. Just broke out again. Huge day today again on CATX, and that's about it really. Like there's some stocks here and there that I've been following, but oh yeah, TLT is another one. So it's been really weak for a while, and had a really nice down channel going again there, because it trades in channels really well too. And I was thinking it was going to break down there, and it didn't. So if it's not red tomorrow, it doesn't go back down below like 88, about 88.20 or 88.50. Looks like the level is like 88.50 was what I was looking at. That still could be a short if we break down below that, but it's kind of going sideways here, which I didn't expect it to do, because I thought it was going to hold this in this channel. It's been in a clear channel for about a month here. So we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, maybe it's a failed signal. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's something I'm watching. I've been watching too. Is this TLT on the short bias? But yeah, it's got to go red tomorrow and break those levels, or else it's just not really much of a trade. So yeah, my bank puts didn't work out at all. I still got the VLY though, but it doesn't look like there's gonna be much sell off in this. Like it actually rebounded, but that was just kind of a speculative kind of hunch I had on the CRE coming through bad, but looks like they're still weathering that pretty well. They're just gonna maybe take the losses someday. I don't know. We'll see. And that's about it. I was going through my scans. I just saw this. The EZPW is a pawn shop. Just hit another 52-week high. Another 52-week high on this pawn shop. So I suppose gold's been helping them out a lot. The gold price. And yeah, it's just been really pretty consistent. It's like a kind of like a stalwart company, really. It's a pawn shop. And I didn't look at let's look at my gap down scans. Well, I'm seeing 0 results for the gap down scan, so it's kind of crazy. I wonder if it's got to be something wrong. I think it was an error because there's usually at least a dozen or so. But yeah, that's it. So I'll wrap it up there. So we talked about a lot there, and we'll just call it a wrap, and I'll catch you in the next one.